All right, and welcome back to another episode of the Dingbat District Podcast. I've got a very exciting one on deck. We've got a couple returning guests, very good friends of the podcast, and we've got a new face coming on. We've got Danny McGough joining us for the first time on the podcast. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
Absolutely.
Especially as sick as you are.
Yeah.
The only person I've asked is like, hey, man, do you want to come? And he's like, yeah, I'll come, and I'll just be miserable on the podcast.
But I'm glad to be here.
In case this is your last day, we have to get it on camera.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks for coming on, buddy. And we've also got Jacob Marshall and Cody Swindell coming back and joining us on the podcast. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
Can we go ahead and y'all are doing really well at this. Thank you.
So happy to be here.
I'm just waiting for Danny to blow.
So we'll go ahead and start with the plugs up at the top because no one wants to talk right now. So Jacob, will you go ahead and start by plugging your social media and any shows you have coming up?
Okay, perfect. Wednesday, May 7th, I will be at the Addison Improv. I'll be opening up for Justin Martindale.
Awesome, man.
End of the month, end of May, I'll be doing Cowabunga at the Fillmore in Plano. June 7th, Petty Colas Brewing Company with Next Stop Comedy, and then we'll have another one in August as well, so just check those out. Follow me on Instagram, Jacob Marshall Comedy. Follow me on Twitter, Jacob Marshall Comedy. And for Next Stop shows, you can follow Next Stop Comedy on Instagram.
Perfect. And then Cody, will you go ahead and plug up your social media so people can find you at home?
Swindell Comedy on Instagram and TikTok, I think. Yeah, those are the only ones I use. Oh, Threads. I'm the only guy on Threads. Follow me on there.
Every once in a while, I'll get a notification that said Cody Swindell posted on there. I'm like, oh, yeah.
And it's just him bitching about the maps.
Yeah,
every
taking
time.
them down from the inside.
You're the only person. What's that dude's name? Chris Taylor?
Chris Taylor, yeah. It's just me and Chris, dude.
it's
Doing damage on Threads.
He's done a lot more work than I have. He's got a whole mural built.
Cody's on Threads for his 2 followers on there.
Chris is the guy in the trenches and Cody's the guy in the chair.
But we're intense, us three.
I
Cody's
follow
just-
you on Threads.
Nice, yeah. Blake sees it.
Yeah, from the closet. That's where he's finding it.
He's down to fire Nico. We're trying to... We're going to citizens arrest Nico at some point.
And then, Danny, will you go ahead and plug up your social media and where people can find you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Danny McGough Comedy, and doing like a wedding this weekend, or a wedding reception.
You're doing a wedding reception?
Yeah.
Is this like somebody you know is getting married?
No, I'm doing 15 minutes.
Can
at
I
the
get
wedding
tickets?
Reception.
I'm going to come.
Are you
singing?
Can I get a guestie
Yeah.
on that?
I would love for you all to come, please.
How did you get booked on this?
Last night I did Serial Killers open mic, and they were like, "Hey, you should do this wedding."
Who's getting married?
No idea.
What?
That's I didn't know comedians did weddings or wedding receptions. Like
I didn't either.
This has got to be a first. Danny, you have to be the pioneer in this.
I plan on making my mark for sure.
If you aren't dead by then.
Yeah.
Danny is the king of doing the worst shows ever and somehow making it work. Like,
Are you sure you're not the groom in this? They didn't.
That's such a trick.
this is a battle for a green card, and Danny's just going to be a husband.
he gets married in shorts and flip-flops.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, well, I'm a virgin, so that's pretty good for you. But thank y'all so much for coming on today. I do want to talk about this. I got to go to the Stars game last night. Are y'all Stars fans?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know anything about hockey, but they're cool.
Yeah.
Well,
I've heard of hockey. I've heard of cocky. That's.
I'm not the biggest fan of hockey.
yeah,
I never really understood it. But last night I got to go for the first time, and it
You're
felt
sick,
like
dude. You gave it to me.
Yeah. You wouldn't let go. You're like, just hold me. Give it to me.
Cody wants to be taken out of this world. But no, it was the first time I ever felt like a.
Wait, is that the
There's-
finger you stick down your throat?
I feel
too?
like-
Dude.
I feel like there's like no difference between us right now. Like this is your normal stasis. Like right here.
Yeah, it is.
Cody's in a constant stasis.
I'm
of
doing
sick.
like an impression of Cody. I feel like.
Yeah, with your stains on your shirt.
We're gonna find out Cody's just had a bacterial infection this whole time he hasn't known about.
Yeah, I
No,
gave it to
Danny has a virus, guys. Let's be accurate with this.
I
An
drank,
unknown virus, said the Care Now physician.
That's crazy.
What?
That's a big bill too.
Yeah.
I hope. Do you know that? Like,
It's $50.
is it? I thought Care
Oh,
Now
it
was
was.
like the emergency room ones that are like not
Yeah, if
the
you
cheap ones.
break your arm and go there, he went there for a sniffle.
Oh, I don't know. They tried to charge me like $11,000 for going to a Care Now once because
Yeah,
I
but
thought
what-
I had COVID.
They didn't try to charge you $11,000.
I don't. It might not have been a Care Now, but it was what I thought was a Care Now,
It's
basically.
a doc in the box type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was wrong with you?
I think I had COVID, but it was really early on, so they didn't have a test to give me. So they just said, "You're sick. Go home." She's like, I have 104 fever. Don't you have to like do something? Isn't that like almost dead? They're like, no, drive home. And I was like, I'm 10 minutes away.
Yeah. The doctor was like, "What are your symptoms?" And I was like, "I'm sick." And he was like, "Come on, man."
Did he get to like anything, or did he just eventually go, I don't fucking know?
No, he was like, "I got aches," and he's like, "Okay."
All right, we're getting it out of you.
Dude, he really is the most unreliable witness I've ever met in my entire life. Like, things happen to Danny, and Danny will explain what happened, and you'll be like, who did it? He's like, I don't know.
Like, Danny could be right next to a murder, and the case will get thrown out.
Oh, yeah.
I have this joke.
Or he'll go to jail.
I have this joke where like I'm on the road and my brakes are making this like ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk sound, and I was just like, listen to that engine purr.
No, honestly, if he ever ended up on the stand as like a witness to a murder, like any attorney could convince Danny that he didn't see what he saw. Like, he could be standing there, ask the murderer, did you just kill that guy? And the guy'd be like, yeah, and my name's John Smith or whatever. And Danny would get up on the stand and be like, yeah, I saw it. And he said he killed him, and he said his name was John Smith. And the attorney could just be like, are you sure? And Danny's like, you know what, man, you're right. I have no idea. Like, I could be totally wrong.
I think I killed that guy.
I have so much self-doubt. Like, that's not so out of like the realm. Like, one time we were hunting a kangaroo that got lost in the city.
What is your life?
Yeah, was this when you were doing drone stuff? Like,
yeah,
is this-
we were hunting this. Like, it was like a local celebrity, and we were trying to find it. It was in the town of Ashton, Texas, and it ran across the road when we were driving. We didn't even use the drone or anything. It just ran across the road, and I was like, "Stop the car! Stop the car!" And he was like, "Did you see it?" And I was like, I don't know. And it's like, how do you not know that's a kangaroo?
I can't tell. Get a little closer.
Yeah. But then I saw a video of it running in a dentist office, and I was like, that's exactly what I fucking thought.
Do they run? Or
They like
or do they just
this
hop?
one ran. This was like running.
Did y'all catch it?
ran. No, we actually got out. It said it loved tortillas and people, and I brought my whole family in tortillas.
Those are two foods.
They saw it.
You gotta make a distinction. Like, that's either like it's a very lovable thing or stay the fuck away from this kangaroo.
They saw Danny's family and they were like, not those people.
Yeah, I started throwing it like out on the train tracks because that's where it was. And then the next day,
He's baiting it onto a train track. What the Danny.
He's like, get on the tracks. Come on.
the next day,
Just imagining Danny having like, I don't know, man. I didn't hear a train
I'm
coming.
not wrong. The next day, they found that kangaroo in the exact same spot I was looking.
Yeah, hit by
Eating
a
a
train.
baby.
Hit by a train.
Well, half of his body was there. Half of his body was in fucking Timbuktu.
Yeah. What if that was used to like get a train commissioner fired? Like, he let that kangaroo just get hit by this train.
That's our town kangaroo. Dude, I think you're an aberration. Like, I don't think you're real.
I'm real.
I just argues.
Wrong.
For the record, that is the first time Danny's ever taken a stand on
He took
anything.
a stand on his existence.
No more self-doubt. I'm here.
Are you?
Yes. Well,
So you went to the Stars game.
yeah. Stars game. Woo!
I'm sorry.
Let's go Stars.
I was about to yell at you to put your phone down, and then you did, so I had to reel it back in. I had to reel it back in. But I went to the Star, and I felt like a chick. Like, I kept having to ask my dad what rules meant,
Yeah.
because like the referees don't say anything. They just like put their hands straight
Like
up in the air.
offsides.
Yeah, like a figure dancer. And it was like I just kept having to like look up into my dad, and like every time I did it, he was getting more and more like, oh, fuck, you're such a little pussy.
What does all like paintings mean on the ice? You know what I mean? Like the circles and shit.
It's like where they have things called face-offs. Like what
Just
they
say you don't know. That's
Well, I
fine.
learned.
Just say you don't know.
I learned. Well, like if a goalie stops a puck and they have a second where it stops and they get a break in the game, they go to the puck side of the net where the puck was caught, and then they do the face-off right there next to the goal. That's how they
Okay.
reset.
All right.
So like that's like a goalie throwing it in soccer, basically.
Okay. I gotcha.
It's a very they weren't fighting. That's what I wanted to see. I thought every hockey fight or every hockey game there was a fight, and then this was just like very good like chess on ice, and I I was there to be a trash raccoon. I was sitting way too close. I felt bad for the people that actually like the Stars.
Yeah.
My dad just fell into some tickets, and I was way too close to not know anything.
So you would go to NASCAR
Playoff
to see
hockey
the
rules.
crashes.
No, I just go on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram. It looked pretty crazy.
It was very fun. I was having a great time.
Rules.
You just learn to stand up when everyone else starts standing up, and then you cheer when they do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like there were a couple times where I got coaxed into cheering when something bad happened because I saw enough people stand up,
Mm.
and then I was cheering for the other team, and then my dad fucking yanked me back down. You're like, stop.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we were sitting in front of these people that I grew up with that I hadn't seen in years, and they were just happened to be right there, and they were hockey fans and like big. They played hockey and everything. And they were just over my shoulder, just watching me not understand everything. I'm like, oh, fuck. They're going to go back and tell everyone that I'm just some little girl. Like, I don't understand these manly things.
Yeah. I never understood it. Me and my friends would always go play sock football, like in the hallways of like where the concession stands is or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Back behind the
we used to
stands.
always go over there and like we'd buy like Stars socks and then we'd make a football out of it and just like play football. It was fun.
After your dad just spent a lot of money on Stars
Yeah.
tickets. You're like, I'm going to go play a different sport out in the
Yeah.
hallway.
I did go to a Stars game once, like last year or the year before. Victoria won tickets. She won 4 tickets, and we sold 2 of them and kept the other 2, went to the game. And the 2 dudes that showed up were like pretty big dudes. And they sat right next to us. I don't think they knew we had the other 2 tickets. I don't think they thought anything of it. But the whole row was open. We were pretty close, but the whole row was open. So I was like, oh, let me give you guys some room. And I stood up, and we like moved down one seat to leave a gap. And the one dude stood up and sat right next to me and left a gap between him and his friend. And I was like, what the hell? That's not what that was for. That's
You just
made us
found a
all
guy that
uncomfortable
hated
the
it.
whole game. It's like him, then me, then my wife, and his friends like 2 seats over.
Yeah, dude. They really made all those stadiums for really small people. Like
Yeah.
me and my dad are both 6'2" and there was a hefty Mexican or Asian guy. I was afraid to look because I wanted him to move over, and I was just trying to not make a scene right there. But they were just both spilling into me,
Yeah.
and I had to sit there and like cross my legs like a chick. And I was just sitting there like this. I'm like, man, this is fun, but like I am very out of place right now.
Yeah. Spirit Airlines situation.
I know. But before that, the only hockey game I'd ever been to was my dad's old pothead friend Rod. He was an old man that played adult like rec hockey.
That's where you got to go if you want to watch the fights.
I wish we could go back to those. Like I can't find any. I've looked them up before, and you can't find adult hockey leagues.
There is one.
There is one.
There's a guy I work out with that's a goalie in an adult hockey league.
Really? Isn't that it's on ice too?
Mm-hmm.
Where's it at?
I don't know. I've never been, but they
Well,
exist.
Talk to your fucking gym people.
Probably at Nine
Make some
Techs.
friends with some people.
Probably at Nine Techs,
Where's Nitex? What is that?
the one down the street from your house where Brahma plays.
There's a fucking hockey stadium down here.
You live in a hockey rink. Dude.
There's a
Whoa.
hockey rink like less than 10 minutes from.
Yeah,
your
I used to
house.
watch with the Brahmas. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I won free tickets to them one time, and then I never used them. And then I realized
You won free tickets and you didn't know that they were less than 10 minutes from your house.
Well, I was younger, and I didn't live here yet.
You lived here, like you lived in the Metroplex.
Yeah, I didn't look up where the stadium was.
Ah, dude.
I just won free tickets. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to
From
use these,
Atlanta.
and then I forgot.
What are the Brahmas?
I
It's
think
like
they're-
a semi-pro hockey team.
What is a Brahma? Some kind of horse?
It's like a bull.
Yeah,
Exactly.
What the hell just turned on?
I think that was an AC unit or my roof is collapsing. I'm not
That
entirely
was
sure.
the AC unit.
Okay.
Was that the main one or the side one?
The side one.
Oh God.
Thank you, contractor Blake.
Can we turn it off and get a generator AC unit going? That's my preference.
I want one that I gotta rev up, like.
Well, then
I
Blake's
want
gonna
that
have
in
to
the
do-
background.
That's going to be so much audio work. And
Can we
Blake
get a-
already yells at me so much about all the little things that I do.
Keep it
Dude,
in.
he's in the
Yeah, keep it
closet.
in.
He's not that important. Okay.
Hey,
Whoa,
you
dude.
took his
Jacob's saying
spot.
gay
He's
people aren't
so-
that important.
Whoa, dude. Not
Secretly
on this
gay.
podcast.
Openly gay. I'm fucking cool with them. All right.
You're the reason they're still in the closet, Jacob. That is rude.
No, get out of the closet, guys. Be open about it.
Yeah.
Blake, do you feel welcomed out?
Blake, show us your tits.
That's
Whoa, Blake, jeez, put it away.
you got to
Golly.
be sensitive, man.
Wait, Blake, are you on camera in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
got the
so
you
little
are
side
on
camera.
No,
Yeah.
fake
Show
it.
us a nip.
Yeah, then
No,
actually
wait.
show us a nip.
People can see the
Show
creep
us a nip,
closet.
dude.
Show us a nip.
Come on, dude.
Come on, peer pressure.
No, this isn't going to be
No, I don't
the
wanna see
Blake
it.
podcast today.
Pussy.
God damn it.
Can we do that on Patreon then? On
Maybe.
the Gatreon?
Get a couple drinks in me.
What happened to your fucking Tito's bottle?
He finished.
I
it.
was thinking about going back out there and getting.
Go get it.
Yeah, get progressively more and more drunk over the podcast.
Yeah,
like
become a problem.
become the problem you were when you were heckling these guys at Jacob's mic and
Huh?
Dusty's.
Fuck it.
and start heckling these
Yeah.
people. Yeah, my mom accidentally, without knowing that Blake was off his sobriety trip, just gave him an Easter basket just full of mini shooters. You drank all of
He
them?
drank all of them.
There was
That
like
is
15.
hell.
The gin. I hate gin.
Oh, give me the
Oh,
gin.
I'll
I
have
like
the gin. I like gin.
Yeah, gin's
Wait,
good.
is it
Ew.
like floral gin or dry gin?
I thought all gin was floral gin.
No, there's
No, there's some that's just like pretty shitty.
the dry gin, like the London Dry or whatever it's fucking called.
I don't know. I used to steal it out of this guy I valeted cars for. He would come into the place I valeted cars at every single day, and he had an open bottle of gin sitting in his passenger seat.
That's really sick.
Yeah, and he was a terrible person, but he tipped me for every dollar or $5 every time. So he was my most loyal customer, and I would just take little rips of his gin from his seat in his car.
To be fair, when I was in high school, one of like my first girlfriends, her parents were like functioning alcoholics, and when we would go to dinner, they always had to make a roadie before we left, and they would have their little Yeti tumbler in the car with just like vodka.
Yeah.
in it.
I didn't have roadie parents, but there for a little bit, my mom was making a breakfast drink for baseball games in the morning.
Well, yeah, you got to do that to get through a fucking kids baseball game.
Hey, we were
Yeah.
pretty good.
You were boring, dude. Don't be a narc.
Yeah.
She knows. Yeah.
Put away the drinks. They're enough. Like, that's so weird.
Everybody was like you at a hockey game. They were
What
just
is
hoping y'all
this?
would get into a fight.
The botanist.
So it's gonna be floral. I've never even heard of it.
I was gonna bring. I've been making
rubbing
like
alcohol.
margaritas. Like I've been perfecting it.
You have been drinking a lot of margaritas.
Yeah.
You really have been,
I did.
actually, now that I think about it. And it's always the fruitiest
I
margaritas.
blame Big Laugh. I saw their ad, and I've just been on this train now.
Like, none of them are the color they're supposed to be. It's
Over the
like
past-
purple or red.
It's like yellow ones too. You got like
Yeah.
golden
Yeah,
margaritas.
I was gonna bring like all the ingredients and make it here. Like I wanted to be so much happier on this.
tableside in, like, a
podcast.
Mexican
You're
restaurant.
You're sneezing into the margaritas.
Yeah.
and shit.
I've been doing that. I bought a shaker to make margaritas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
it's
keeps a
great.
shaker in the bathroom. He doesn't shit right next to it.
Why do you keep it in the bathroom?
Because if
so
I kept it out there, he would fucking throw it away.
What type of roommate do you think I am?
He would
What
throw
if-
away a shaker?
So you put
That's
it
in
in
the
the
kitchen?
bathroom? Like
Yeah,
I've
doesn't go
never
in the
thrown of your
Bro,
like
that's a
anything of yours
poop
away.
shaker. That's a
I
poop
feel like you would.
shaker, dude.
You're just constantly giving yourself E. coli. Granted, you are.
That's electric coli, man. You can't handle it.
So you've been.
I don't think you
actually-
heard
Am I
anybody-
not? I shouldn't drink this on camera, right?
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like that's like a
Don't
YouTube
show the label,
problem.
but do you
Well, I
want
feel like
me-
it's like a YouTube problem,
Do you
right?
want-
No, we've
What,
had
the
drink-
water?
We've had people drink on camera before.
No, I guess
Do you
that's
want
true.
me to drink it on camera?
No.
Are
I
you
wanna
mixing
tr-
it with
I
a
want
ener-
to try
with a-
it.
Oh, I guess
but-
that's pretty common.
No, fuck it. I'll try it.
He's gonna start
It's
morphing.
Good job, Blake. Good prank.
It's okay. That's not bad. You want to try?
Yeah, kind of.
It's not bad.
I do want to try the cum.
You already said it's coming. And you're like, ah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I do want to.
I'll lick it, then you can try it.
All right, nice.
It's not bad.
Danny, sneeze it into my mouth.
No,
You
don't
wanna
give
try
it to Danny. Danny's sick.
I was handing it to Cody. Cody,
Nah,
you wanna
I
try?
don't want it.
Oh, okay. You can finish that.
Y'all are sicker than Danny.
Probably. There's probably. I can't imagine that most of the people in this room make it past 60.
Why? Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll be dead, but I think everybody else will be fine.
Y'all are creeps, dude. Get out of that closet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't trust any of us. And I feel like everything's going to get worse before it gets better. And I
That's
feel
a
like we're
very
all going to
small
die.
bottle, dude. You don't have to like go.
It's not about the fucking gin.
You can't handle half a shot from a shooter.
Yeah, I just lost my mind over half a shot.
3 years gone right there.
You have to live under the bridge.
That is
man.
true. You took one sip and you're like, we're all gonna die. dog." That's wild, dude.
And it was a little quick snapback. That's why I don't drink a whole lot anymore.
Do you have an opioid under your tongue or something?
Dude, that
like
is true.
That
When
would
he
be
was
sick.
when we went to Hangout Fest together, he would drink and he got so sad every day.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I would come home and he'd already be back at the condo and he'd just be in bed with like a handle of tequila and he's like cuddling up with it watching.
I didn't do that.
No,
I was
like-
just sitting out on the patio
No.
contemplating
You'd
jumping.
be no. At night when I got home from like when like at 11 p.m., 11:30 midnight when you were like kind of going to bed because you had left early.
Right.
I would when I got home, you were never on the patio. You were always in your room watching a random TV show with a handle of tequila in
Can I
your.
take the tequila? in
You
there?
left the
Yes.
beach to go watch Friends.
Fuck, I don't.
Hangout Fest.
I do remember trying all of Hangout Fest to watch Killers of the Flower Moon because I just found out that was on whatever the TV was.
Yeah, he watched it more than he watched the concerts.
Was that
like
the new Tarantino movie? Or
That's
No,
a
that was the
Scorsese.
Scorsese one.
oh, okay.
same
I wanted
thing.
to like it, but I still didn't even finish it. It was very long.
Dang.
Well,
man.
it's hard to finish when you're so busy drinking a handle of tequila.
It was good tequila. Espolon is great.
Yeah, Spolone
I
was
know.
great.
I was so full
It's
of that.
not my fault.
Domino's.
It's good tequila.
He was crowding there. He was yelling out to me. That and I had to fill something else with the depression that I just ate a full Domino's pizza.
We
'Cause
did
that's
eat so much pizza,
And it was the only thing that was open by the time we got back.
but it was so good
It was delicious.
after a long day.
What was
And
the best concert there, or like artist or whatever?
My
Who put on
favorite
the
was
best show?
Nelly.
Nelly was great.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Co Wetzel was really good. Megan Maroney was really good.
I had
Lana
a
Del
great
Rey was
time.
incredible.
We had a great time watching Sexy Red when we were in that line for that one.
Yeah, we
place.
didn't really watch Sexy Red though. Like we overheard Sexy from like a mile away.
That is true, but I was checked out staring at the show the whole time because she was really having to like beg people like, come on guys, ski. She was really working the crowd and it was pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, no, she was. I mean, it seemed like it was fun.
You saw-
Who were the headliners? It was Lana,
Lana, Zach Bryan,
Zach Bryan was-
Odessa. I looked it up the other
Odessa.
day.
Yeah.
Was
Zach Bryan was great.
Was Paramore on there?
No, that was a couple years ago when I
That would
went.
have been the only one I knew out of everyone.
Paramore
I
was great.
Coelzel's pretty.
You know
good.
Nelly.
Yeah, I know Nelly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it took a steep drop from there. Everybody
Yeah,
else
you
is
know
pretty good.
Nelly.
Yeah, I know, and I like Co Wetzel. I've also just seen him 4 times because he would
Jesse
do
Murph was good.
Stephenville all the time. He would come through there because he went to Tarleton. So
Oh, nice.
I've
Trying
seen
to
him
remember who else
4 or
we
5
saw.
times.
Italy
Chapel Roan was
Choppa.
interesting.
I didn't see Chapel Roan.
Oh, that's right.
I
You
missed that one.
Who did you run away to go see?
I don't remember.
Was that a DJ set? I don't know, but it sucked. My calves hurt the whole time because I forgot how walking in sand is the most
For hours every day.
terrible
3
thing
days
the
in a
world.
row. You're standing. And you can't ever stand still. Like you're always like reshuffling, trying to get the sand back under you.
It's like off
Because you're
season
just
training.
thinking.
Yeah, and I was getting more dehydrated than I was drunk, so I was just woozy the whole time.
Yeah.
And then I was just in a bucket hat the whole time. It was just weird. I just wandered. I don't think I ever stopped in
that's
one
bucket hat.
Dude, I
It
passed
was
out.
such a weird time.
I passed out in the sand in the first hour of the first day.
Did you
Remember?
Yeah.
Because we got way
Didn't you
too.
eat shit before that? Like you fell down?
I face planted in the sand in front of 2 girls. Yeah. I was with
he
the
he
2
was
girls.
talking to the 2 girls because we found him in the line.
No,
and
in the bus. We were talking to him on the bus.
Oh, that was the one that kept telling me Chapel Roan was a
Bus
gay
girls,
icon. Like
yeah. So we
she
were
kept
on
telling
the
me
bus.
Chapel Roan was the first gay icon, and then at a certain point, I made this weird outbreak. You're like, have you never heard of Madonna or Cher or all these people? I was just-
Madonna gay?
I don't remember
but she
any
was a
of
gay
that.
icon. She wasn't
Chapel
gay,
Roan's
but-
not gay either.
Well,
Yeah, you're
no,
gay,
Chapel
dude.
Roan is gay.
I think she's dating a man.
I thought she was dating a woman.
A gay man.
I'm not a Chapel Roan expert.
I'm not
No,
either.
but
I
either
don't
way,
like
we
it.
were on the bus. We were
I
talking
know.
to these girls, and then he needed to go pee pee. So I ditched him because I was hammered. I was like, I'm just gonna follow these girls, meet up with me. And we get to the stage, and the moment we get there, I just fall forward. Like just lost all of my
Dang.
balance. And instead of I was holding something in my hands. I can't remember. And instead of like trying to catch myself and like dropping it, I just decided to face plant in the sand. I got up and the girls were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm great." And they were like, "Okay, good." And I was like, "It was great meeting y'all," and walked away. And then found a like little corner in the sand,
and I
like,
was there.
I laid in the corner and put my hat over my face, and I slept for like an hour and a half.
Nice.
And somebody woke me up by kicking sand on me to see if I was alive.
Wait, so you fell and then you just stayed there? You never got up?
No, I got up and walked away.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah. But I was like, I just got way too drunk way too early.
That's such a funny and for my final trick, face plant.
Within the literally had just gotten there.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
it was
said
funny.
PP and I have to do that, so I'm gonna use it as a
Yeah,
cue.
I'm not far behind you. But yeah, I remember like an hour later after that, we caught up. It must have been as soon as you
Oh,
woke
she is
up.
dating a woman.
I thought so because I remember someone being very adamant that she was gay. But like an hour later, I run into Jacob and he's like, "Hey, did you keep hanging out with those girls? What happened to her?" And he's like, "I fell." And she's like, "Oh yeah, what happened?" And he goes, "I just fell."
Unrecoverable.
Well, dude, my rally after that was something. It was
It
inspiring.
lasted 2 days. It was you definitely when we went to that one club where everyone was dancing and so unbelievably hot, and then I would just look at us and I was like, "We we don't belong.
Dude, I crushed it all weekend.
Oh,
What are you
shut-
talking
shut
about?
your ass. We both did not end up with anyone at the end of the night. Both of
Yeah,
us.
but I was like, I wasn't trying to really bring anyone home.
Which is crazy to say because you kept throwing women at me, and it was so odd.
I know.
It was like you were trying to get me laid vicariously through you.
Well, no. But I was like dancing with girls, and I was like making out with girls at the festival and all that stuff. But then, like, I just wasn't trying to get them home.
I was thinking about chicken fingers.
Like, I was just trying to have fun while the festival was going on. But even like when we went to Floribama, like I dipped out with like a group of girls, and then you and I had to like meet up somewhere else on the bar later that night.
Yeah, I remember because at that point, I had the only person I had talked to at that point was Jacob and this one girl. 20 minutes in, I'm like, oh, she's really cool. I'm gonna talk to her, and then I turn around like.
She was gay, right?
So lesbian.
Yeah.
And like I even said to her, I go, "Oh, that's probably why I think you're so cool." And she goes, "Yeah, that happens a lot." She had like,
And I had
freaking
walked off with
purple
her
hair.
friends. Like all of the straight ones, I was like, let's go to the bar and do shots. And I was gonzo.
And I was like, "Why is this chick so different, man?" It's because she was a
Jacob came back and was like, Paxton's more awkward than you with ladies. And I was like, impossible.
I take the crown. My girlfriend had to text me, and that's why we're going strong.
Nice.
Yeah, that's true. He's in a happy standing relationship.
Hell yeah,
currently.
Paxton.
Yeah.
It's been nice. Jacob also called out on the way there through some traffic rage moments that I'm an angry person, and I knew it deep down. But having this angry person tell me I'm an angry person, I was like,
I'm
"Oh,
a very
God."
happy person. I don't know what you're talking about.
With very hot, white hot outbursts of anger. Your beard used to be brown. You just changed it.
Dude,
fiery
you know
red.
what? All right. No. Okay.
Don't break my table. Blake spent a lot of money on this.
You're
I'm
gross,
sorry,
dude. That
Blake.
shaker is in the bathroom, dude. I pooped in there.
Did you poop in the shaker?
Yeah, dude, shake it up. You can't even tell. It's like diarrhea now. Nothing you can do about it.
Shaking nuts.
Poop shaker.
Put some gin in it.
But Paxton's not going to steal it.
Yeah,
He
I can't
maybe
get-
should throw it away now.
You really should. I'm not gonna do it because I've now been called out for it. But he said this now twice. He's like, I think he's gonna throw it away. What of yours have I thrown away?
That is a
on
wild
accident?
thing to be like. He'll throw away this. Is it metal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
like
metal.
this metal, like
cold.
clearly utensil. Like
I like. If
I
I,
wouldn't put it past him. He
Is
would
it the
just-
only thing you think
what
he'll
have
throw
I
away?
done to you?
how many forks have you thrown away for him to be like, well, the shaker's next? Like,
The thing is, he doesn't have any forks in the drawer. I've offered for him to use mine, but he just used plastic ones.
that's really bad for the environment, Blake.
I don't give a shit.
Might as well be
It's true.
stabbing those
Blake
turtles
did
with those
establish she's not going to be here very long.
Yeah.
So
Big oil.
he's taking the world down with him.
But yeah, what do you think I'm gonna throw away or have? Let's lay out the beef right here, right now. What have I done, Blake? Because I smoke a lot of weed. I might have done something.
No, I just have this feeling that if I put it out there, I would never find it again.
Mm.
I feel like this is a you thing. I feel like you're projecting onto me.
Maybe.
I feel like you threw away one of your friends' things and it became a thing, and now you're saying that that's going to happen forever.
No, I've never done that. I don't throw shit away.
Damn, he's never thrown anything
He's
away.
a
What do you have to
hoarder.
say about that?
Don't worry, I'm moving out in a month. so-
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
He's
Why?
Moving out of the bathroom into a regular room.
Why are you moving?
He takes the closets and the bathrooms like every house.
he was
Oh.
just ready to be back on his own.
Oh, yeah.
It's a two-bath.
Unless I did something and we need to lay out the beef.
No. But Kylie, I don't know if you want to announce this on the pod, but Kylie's moving in.
Yeah, that is something. we
That
should probably
was the
pick out.
biggest reason. No, I just knew.
You hate her.
She's very loud.
You can hear her all the way
Good
in the
for
bathroom.
you, dude.
Not then. She's only loud yelling at me after.
Yeah, it's just disappointment.
I have enough dick to apologize after sex. That's it.
The whole time she's just like, God damn it, Paxton.
No, I knew with her moving in, my time would be numbered here. So
Mhm.
Yeah, she's also bringing another cat.
yeah, that's actually a deal breaker.
yeah. A third
Damn,
fucking
can't
cat.
have someone in the house with bigger tits than her. You know what I'm saying?
We had to get him out. She was gonna get hurt.
Paxton's too tempted.
I am. I mean, he's so supple. Look at him.
God, supple would hurt my feelings. That would really hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
If someone called me supple, bro.
Macy's won't even use supper.
He's gonna have to shop at Target. The oversized women's
Well, that's
section.
where I got this shirt.
Of course it is. You've been really dressing like an old man of late.
Yeah, because I'm gonna die soon.
Okay, this is like the 4th time you said. Did you go to the doctor recently and got a bad diagnosis?
I got high blood pressure.
That's not that bad.
Well, I mean, I could have told you that without you going to the doctor.
I just called you supple. Of course
Did
you
you go
have
to
high
Danny's
blood pressure.
doctor?
Here now.
What's
What's wrong? I'm just,
I'm sick.
He didn't even bring you back. He's like, you got high blood pressure.
What are they doing for it?
Nothing. Just told me to stop drinking.
You just put a Celsius into a drink.
You said you had 15
We all looked at that glass.
Oh yeah, how many energy drinks were you loaded up on when you walked in for the high blood pressure ruling?
I don't know, but there for a little bit, he was on a stint of taking in like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day.
Ooh, that's
Celsius,
bad. Don't
right?
do that.
Yeah, he's off of it now. As far as
Don't
I
do
can
more than
tell.
500 milligrams.
I think he's
Keep it to 500.
2
I started-
Celsius a day.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
That's 500, right? They're 250 each.
Yeah, this
I
says
think
don't drink
can
more
is
than 2.
200.
Yeah.
Milligrams. Screw
But
the
I've been-
metric system, dude. How many inches of caffeine can you get?
But I've been drinking
About 6, from what we figured out.
That's 2 inches.
I've been drinking 2 beers for lunch and then going for a hike every day. So
That's
You might as well just not drink and not go on the
God.
hike.
You're like canceling out the hike with the beers.
You might as well be these people that go to Planet Fitness and eat the pizza on the treadmill.
Dude, it's like crazy
gross.
to be like, I'm carb loading for my hike with Heineken. Like that's
it's actually Stella.
Stella. Oh, that's gayer. Get out of the closet, Blake.
Yeah, I feel like it's the end of the night beer.
Yeah.
The place I go. You've been to Rodeo Goat in Denton, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
I've been to
Why'd
Rodeo
you
Goat
point at
in
me?
Fort Worth.
What, do I look like a rodeo goat fan or something? Why'd you point at me for that?
He's calling you out. It's the gay spot in town.
He's literally never lived
That's why
in
he's
Denton.
moving back
Oh,
to
I
Denton.
thought he used to live in Denton.
He's
That's
literally.
Oh, no, I've
No,
never,
he went to school and
never even heard of her.
why. No, but they only have all IPAs on tap. But Stella's the only one that's not on tap.
And you don't like IPAs.
I'm not a huge fan.
Hmm.
I thought I was. When
You looked angry when you said that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
look at his face. He's like real angry about IPAs.
They're expensive and they taste like shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, IPAs are delicious.
I haven't found one that I like. They all taste like
Well,
fucking
dude, you
something that's
drink
been-
Angry Orchard, so your opinion is
They're
invalid.
delicious.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh my god, and your vagina smells great after.
Yeah,
it's
I
the
bet it
pale
does.
apples. It's the IPA of England.
The Indian pale apples, yeah.
I can't go much farther than a Budweiser because I'm trash.
How you feeling, Danny?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you,
Feeling
feeling any
good.
worse?
The Advil's wearing off a little bit, but we're good.
Do we need to get you some Advil?
No, we're all right.
You want some gin?
Yeah.
No, that's mine.
That
I'm
would
not-
settle his
I'm not
stomach, though.
No, it wouldn't.
The alcohol
might.
would kill the germs.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Science,
Yeah.
Blake is never sick. He's just always hungover.
That's true.
God, you are just so damp in that closet right now. Like y'all see, he's like,
Oh goddamn, dude! You are the AC's on. Both AC's are on. Are you
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
are you
Is
sure?
this the high blood pressure? Are you having an episode?
I don't know.
Is Danny's
We're gonna
sickness
find
getting
out.
blown onto you?
You're drinking something that looks
I
like
just looked over. I'm
gasoline,
like,
dude.
oh, he's moist. Like this is wild.
Ever since that sailor talk, he started reminiscing about the high
He's like,
seas.
we're watching him turn gray in real time. Like this is, oh,
I know a doctor if you need. He wants specifics, apparently.
You can't just say you're sick. That's not good enough. for
he's
this
nosy as hell, dude.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Fucking what of it? Fuck off.
How many drinks do you have a day? Oh, probably shouldn't tell you.
How many drinks do you have a day?
Depends on the day.
Okay, but like on average, or maybe let's say in a week.
A Tuesday or Wednesday.
Count all the drinks you have in a week and divide that by 7.
Yeah.
Because you just.
All right, guys. Here, let's do it this way. What's a light day and what's a heavy day?
He's also just getting back on the wagon. He's coming out of retirement.
Let him warm up.
I think like a light day is like 6 or 7 beers. a
Jesus
day.
Christ,
Wow.
dude.
And then
Dude, that's bad.
a bad day is like 12 plus beers plus liquor.
Dude, you got it. Okay.
Do you ever have like sober days, like where you don't do anything?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
When was the last one? Was it the 3
Yesterday,
month?
yesterday actually.
Ooh,
How did you
God,
feel
God.
this morning?
Like shit.
Why? Because you didn't drink?
Because he hadn't
I'm-
drank yet.
Well, I'm physically addicted to alcohol.
Oh, dude.
Is that what's happening to me? Like,
That's really bad.
He's Edgar Allan Poe
Dang,
boy.
dude.
Why do emo chicks always have massive titties?
I don't know. There weren't any in my school. We didn't have emo. They wouldn't allow it.
I was gonna say our
I take
only
it
emo
back.
chick in high school was a plank, and that's why she was sad. I think.
Well, I feel like I'm just thinking of like fat emo chicks right now.
I feel like they don't exist anymore either.
Oh, they definitely exist.
Apparently, there's an emo Hooters somewhere around here.
What?
Yeah, I've been trying to talk my
It's a
girlfriend.
black owl.
What is an emo Hooters? What's it called?
I can't remember, but they just walk around in like fishnets, and they all have black and green hair. It's
Have you been to Rowdy Cowboy yet?
no, but that's the one over there by Pluckers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that one?
I haven't been.
Is that a good restaurant?
I've heard it's wild.
Why are there 4 restaurants right next next to each other.
Dude,
in
I've heard
one
that
spot.
one is like thongs and like barely anything.
No way. I've heard of thongs.
Yeah.
Pluckers is the best one because they've got
That's not a breast.
Yeah, that's not one.
exactly.
Wait, what?
I don't want to be getting horny while I'm eating chicken.
establishment.
Yeah.
Dude, I go to Hooters for the curly fries. I don't even care about the girls.
I hate that wings are cool food now, and everybody's like upcharging them, dude. It's still chicken.
Yeah.
I think chicken just got expensive.
You can make it really good too. You
Nah,
can
man, I know
make
some
wings
cool
really
chickens.
good.
Y'all don't hang around with the right chickens.
What chickens have you been hanging out with, Cody?
You guys.
Dude, that was
All
really
right,
mean.
let's end the pod.
That was really mean. That one hurt my feelings. I'm not a chicken.
So, Danny, you've been getting big into margaritas. Are you? Is this about to be your next? Danny also does come up with a new job that's going to be his
Dude,
side
he
gig.
is. He's slowly morphing into Jimmy Buffett, and I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like it.
I was
Like
gonna
living
say,
on a houseboat, getting into margaritas.
Wing truck is the next venture.
Wing truck.
Wing truck?
He owned
No
restaurants too.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Danny?
also
you can't
trucks
be Jimmy
aren't
Buffett.
successful.
Dude, mine are. Like,
Dude, just get it like a little margarita shack. You just look like one of those little like 4x4 huts that are on the side of a road. You sell snow cones and margaritas.
Yeah.
People
You should
are-
live in one of those bicycle ice cream machines. That'd be cool.
those what?
Those little bicycle ice cream things.
No, live on a bicycle
Live on a
Live in the cooler.
or in the
Yeah.
cooler.
You empty it out at night once you've sold everything, and then you just curl up into a little ball.
And if you
close
don't
the lid.
sell anything, you have some nice ice cream sandwiches to use as a pillow.
That's stupid, Cody.
No, you
You're-
keep
you're-
riding around until you sell them. That's where you sleep, and you're not done until you're ready to sleep.
Danny's just riding into the night.
Mm.
Buy my sandwiches.
Just riding around the
I'm
fairgrounds.
so tired.
I exist.
I've been riding this bike for 3 days.
I'm not a chicken.
It's really cold outside. I got into this a little too early.
Why wings? Where's the wing?
I make
wing
really
truck?
good wings.
Oh.
I remember you
Yeah.
telling me about that. You
Yeah,
were wanting
make
to
my
start-
own spices. Have a pretty good menu lined up. So
Dude, we got to get Danny into some of these competitions.
I would love to do that for wings. For
Are there
sure.
chicken wing competitions?
Yeah, there
gotta be.
definitely are.
That's got to be something we can do.
God, he's never gonna get laid.
Do you have a cool wings name?
Kings of wings and other things.
Kings of Wings on.
And you know what? He could get laid if he gets really big into the wing world. He just have some really big goth lady.
Just like executive wing. What does that even look like?
He's gonna be playing sex on wings
Bro,
on fire.
she could handle like our hottest sauce. Like she's the one. Like,
I just
Yeah.
died in your arms.
Have you been getting into that? The Hot Ones podcast?
Nah.
You hate it?
It sounded
definite. Just no, don't like it.
That was the most Cody Danny has ever been. Nah.
What's going on with you, Cody? Are you still door dashing?
No, dude. Never done that.
Okay, never mind. Cody's never door dashed. Danny, are you still door dashing?
Sometimes if I'm bored, I'll do Amazon Flex. That's what I mean, I know you would never, but like if you if you were
No, I
on
did Uber Eats. I just-
Yeah, don't ever do that.
It's classier.
Yeah, I have a system. I can't talk about it because technically I'm not supposed to do it, but I have a system I have where
You steal like half a penny at a time, and it doesn't really matter. It's office space, dude.
I get like 30 to 35 an hour sometimes.
Nice.
If I do it right, yeah.
Oh,
He's
and
like
Weatherford, you were telling me
messaging the
about that,
people
yeah.
like, I will not drop off your packages unless you leave a 20 on the doorstep. Like, he's-
All right, I'm gonna talk. I wasn't gonna, but I'm gonna talk. I have a poem that I wrote
oh, you've told me
that I
about this.
give to
yeah.
like I'd like put it under like the package,
Mhm.
and then they'll Venmo me money. It's
Yeah.
super sweet. It's a sweet poem.
Is it a poem or a ransom note?
It's a poem. It's just all letter.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
cut
a
out of the
magazine letter.
Dude,
Better.
you pissed so fast.
Yeah, I had to pee.
Yeah, but usually when you got to
Like
pee,
a
it takes a while
doctor.
because you got like so much stored up.
It only takes me a minute when someone's staring at it. Which, going back to the hockey game, I did keep catching this dude while I was at the urinal, like look over, and it was just like I'd never had.
How'd you
it was-
catch him looking over? It sounds like you caught him by
That
you
was-
looking
sounds
over.
like you were looking over. Yeah.
I was straight. There's no walls, and I'm looking. I
Sounds
could
like you
just see
weren't
him
straight.
looking- I was straight. I was straight.
I'm straight, I promise.
I was just pressing my fucking.
I was
dick
just
into the
standing there, pissing right on him, looking at him.
I was straight. His was curved a little bit.
If you haven't watched Rob Riggle's stand up, I feel like most people don't even know that he's done stand up. He has like one of the best 25 minute Comedy Central Presents, whatever it was. I think it's on YouTube too. It's hilarious. He has a really good bit about stadium bathrooms that we were talking about, looking at peens and stuff like that. Nah, I don't think he
gotta
mentions
check.
that. I don't want to reference the bit, but it's like the best bathroom bit I've heard.
I got to see Rob Riggle not perform, but like I saw him in person when I was still at TCU.
What was he doing?
We were playing at Kansas, which
Oh, is he
obviously
a
like
big
Kansas
Kansas
has
guy?
like a famous arena, and obviously it's like a blue blood basketball program.
Mm.
And he was there at the game when
Is
we
he-
were there.
Did he go to Kansas, or is it just?
I don't
because it
know.
was big.
I don't know if he went to Kansas. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's just. I mean, if you get a chance to go to the Fog, you go to the Fog. Like,
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Fog.
I don't know jack shit.
Kansas
about
Stadium is
basketball.
called the Fog.
The arena.
Why? What's Fog?
It's a old coach's name.
Oh.
Ooh, it's foggy.
It's PHOGG, something like that. But yeah, it's the Fog.
I just drove through Kansas like last week. I hated it, dude. It was so scary.
Lawrence isn't bad.
It's scary.
Lawrence, Kansas
Yeah,
isn't
dude.
bad. It's like
Why the hell were you in Kansas?
Why was it scary?
We were driving from Colorado to Arkansas to get to the grove.
he got hit by
It
a
was
tornado.
so boring. It was creepy. It was like just the plains are so. It was just eerie. It's just brown and then a layer of blue sky. It's just too plain for too long. And as
Oh,
soon as we
like-
crossed into the border, we got hit with like a visible dust storm throwing tumbleweeds at the car. Luckily, we were in a rental. Then
I
went
thought
through
you
a
were saying-
hailstorm for a while.
I was trying to figure out
All right,
what
I'm
you
going
meant
pee
because I
now.
thought you meant like. You said you drove there and then you were talking about planes. I was like, did you fly or did you drive?
No,
But it was
just the
landscaping.
the
was boring.
home mow on the range plains, like just country plains, just plain flat plains
I feel like you would love that.
for too long.
I feel like you would just fit right in.
Nah, dude, it makes you like feel like you're gonna lose your mind or something. You're like the world can't just be these two shades. Like it just
Brown
looked like
and-
two crayons stacked on top of each other for forever, and just a straight highway. Can't tell where you're gonna get any kind of like.
See, but you just look like the guy that came out. You look like you came out of the painting with the pitchfork and your wife.
I don't look like that guy.
You do look like that
I
guy.
don't wear glasses. I
Couldn't
I had
be
a
more
good
different.
prescription. That'd never be me.
But you get one pair of overalls and a gardening tool.
I feel like I do need some overalls. I need some hemp overalls.
No, you look more useful.
Yeah, that's true.
You got a whole joke about it.
Yeah.
Go see Cody live. It's a very fun joke. I like it.
Yeah.
But that's why you had to go get purple slacks.
It's a medium joke.
Check it out, dude. That one. It's Pete Cody right there.
Your tirade of having to go through Target and just eventually getting these purple slacks. I remember when we went to the photography thing, you were just sitting there like really at bat yourself with
That was so
yourself
uncomfortable.
about the fucking pants. You're like,
Yeah.
do these pants look good? And I don't like them, man. I think I should have got the other ones. You didn't stop talking.
No,
for a
dude, these are
little
my
bit?
best pants. Those are my favorite ones. I went to I had to get like wedding pants or something, and I missed them. And I didn't get them because they were too weird for a wedding. And I was like, I should have got those pants in there because they were on sale. They were super cheap. And then I went back like a month later or something. They were still there for cheaper, like gold pants, man.
They're gold pants.
No, it's like finding gold. Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I thought you were
It's a
saying
good
like
find.
you. I think you spend a lot more time worrying
Anyways.
about pants than fucking most people.
I think I got 2 pants bits in my like 20. Yeah,
Right, but I remember
one for each leg.
multiple
Oh.
times of like our talking. We were talking about pants.
Yeah, dude, pants are important. You judge a man by the hem of his seam or something. Making up old wives'
Fucking
tales.
backwoods Lubbock shit. Are you speaking?
Welcome back to Pants Talk with Cody Swindell. We took over the pod,
Yeah, it's not baseball anymore. It's all about pants. You missed that while you were peeing.
but it's
about-
baseball pants. Everybody's got to have their pants pulled up to their mid calf.
Okay, how did all of y'all go to the bathroom and not point out that it's not just a shaker in there?
Yeah,
What's
it's
he
a
got?
lot of things.
Like
in
it's
there.
a stirrer. He's got a glass.
What?
He's got a mug.
Like
Like
He
okay,
genuinely does
this
have a
is
full
not,
bar back setup.
No. This is not Blake's worried it's gonna get thrown out. This is Blake's trying to hide his alcohol problem.
Like he doesn't really hide it because I hear him open the freezer drawer for ice in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, Blake just made a trip. Like,
Well, and I'm
15
sure-
minutes
There's an
ago
ice
for-
maker in the bathroom.
I'm sure in this very quiet house, even with him in the bathroom, you can still hear him. Like, oh my God, dude, you've got a problem. Like,
Do you make
whoa.
drinks on the toilet?
No.
Dude, you're wasting it then. Why's it in there?
Yeah.
Just making drinks in the shower, using a little bit of shower water as a mixer.
That's
Dude,
where I'd
he's
be like,
using
I'm
the-
not gonna waste this time. Like, you know what I mean?
He's using
Fluoride
the
and
bowl.
Celsius.
He's using the bowl as water. Hell yeah, dude.
Can you please move your liquor stuff into the kitchen for this last month for me?
Where are we gonna put it?
Anywhere
It
in the
doesn't
kitchen.
Fit, it doesn't
I'll
fit in the kitchen.
Pick one that's full of things. You can pick a cabinet full of things and point at it, and I'll pull everything out. So you
And like,
have a cabinet.
there's other rooms in the house. You were like, my first choice, the bathroom. That's my backup.
The bathroom that always smells like shit because we are regularly blowing up that bathroom.
I'm keeping it in.
Why are you blowing up his bathroom? You have your own bathroom.
Yeah, but if I'm on the couch, that's closer.
Oh, dude, that's
Dang, you still
rude.
poop in his bathroom?
That's
Dang.
crazy.
It's his bathroom and the guest bathroom and the living room bathroom.
Dude, he's paying rent and you're just shitting in his bathroom.
Dropping guest spots and
Yeah.
rent space.
Hell yeah, it's my bathroom,
Dude.
I give him.
That's
I
a-
gave him a
that's-
free roll of toilet paper yesterday. Because
How is
That's a
that
show
the
of power.
worst bombing
That's
you
what
do?
I don't know. You haven't been at the last couple shows. They've been pretty bad.
Just trying to show him who's boss with these guest poops.
Thank you, Cody.
That's my one power move. Is I
Dude,
poop
he's
in his
opening
bathroom.
and closing. Like, that is awful.
No, it's bad enough that I was the one. Have you ever like realized that your shower rod in there is broken?
Yeah.
I was the one that broke that. I was trying to poop and I was stretching out because it was taking a minute, and I put my arms up there to stretch out my body, and then it just yanked out of the wall, and I put it back in there. I was like, well, Blake might know I poop in this room now.
June 2nd. That's when I'm moving out.
That sounds
We are
like
great friends. We're great to each other. Every once in a while, we offer each other food, and for men, that is enough.
Does Kylie know about your violent shits?
Yeah. She knows to run away. It's a whole thing. I poop before she wakes up usually.
I hope you get your
Oh,
own
good.
bathroom
So she
one
can
day.
be woken up by the wafting smell.
There's 3 doors that
Get out from
I'll
the
put.
tyrannical rule. Like,
Am I a tyrant?
Blake's not moving out. He's running away.
He's sprinting away.
he's using that shaker to dig a hole through the walls.
I threw away his spoon, and that's.
Dude, I did notice the weird poster in there.
Oh yeah, that's from Dumb and Dumber.
he just goes to the master bathroom.
Now who's taking shits in whose room?
I'm also not sure that he doesn't. He did tell me like 3 or 4 times, like, I'm gonna poop on your new toilet.
Nah, dude, you poop in his bathroom. He jerks off, and you're like,
You got a black toilet?
you got a black toilet.
Bring a gun to a knife.
They are disgusting, by the way. That's
Yeah, gross.
I don't know why anyone does that, because there's never not a skid mark on a black toilet.
Wait, what?
On a black toilet,
I didn't actually think about that. Wouldn't the skid marks be all over the white toilet, not the black toilet?
No, black shows like the watermarks really bad.
Yeah.
Like water spots. Like it just looks dirty.
Piss.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of black toilets that always have like the brown streak at the bottom, to the point where it might not even be like a skid mark. It might just be like paint deteriorating, and that's a thing with black toilets. I don't
Dang.
know, but they were disgusting.
I don't even do skid
Paxton's
marks,
really
dude. My poop's so
anti-black
smooth.
anything.
Ew.
Well, no.
He's wearing a Snoop Dogg hoodie. There's no way that's true.
No, he's very pro-weed, very anti-black. Okay.
It's a good system.
That's a good system.
Keeps you safe. However, buying weed is tough.
Oof. Yeah, we gotta get out of this topic.
You brought it up, dickhead. I'm gonna double down.
If you're wearing a Snoop Dogg hoodie trying to buy a weed.
To be fair, I regretted bringing it up.
No, dude, get out of here.
So baseball, am I
I
right?
bought this just to buy weed. They're gonna know.
You say, I'm cool.
Bring back the pants. Come on.
Yeah, what was the pants shit I missed?
It was just too hot, but you can't handle it.
It's like our brightest moment. Me and Cody are actually splitting off and starting our own pants podcast from this.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait for that.
I will not be producing that one.
The Jinko Boys podcast. We're going to each be in one leg pod together.
This week,
You've
belts.
got a brain for marketing. As much as that name might suck, that's a great image. I would definitely
Jinko
wear a
Boys.
shirt with 2 guys wearing it or sitting in Jinkos.
Some nostalgic 90s talk called Jinko Boys. That's
I
a
lo-
successful pod.
I love you both. I'm not listening.
Do you listen to this one anyways?
Depends.
I've never heard
Yeah.
one.
I've listened. Oh, like if the
I
clips,
don't mean that like, yeah, I didn't mean that like.
if the clips
attacking.
pop up on my feed, I'll watch.
Yeah, the same.
And
I'll
like
do that.
I've watched like if it's a close friend of mine on and I got nothing going on. I mean, I don't watch a lot of podcasts. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah,
but there's
me
been a
too.
few that I've watched.
Yeah, there have been. I got asked by someone in a very like traditional like stand-up setting, not stand-up setting, like very like formal setting. You're like, do you expect other comedians in the area to watch your podcast? I go, fucking no.
No, that would be
I've never
nuts.
clicked on any of my friends' podcasts. I don't watch their sets either.
No, I listen to some of them. I only listen to the ones when you have scientists on.
The only one that I'm adamant about it. I just caught it. I'm a little slow. The only one that I'm adamant about, and it's just Oddball History, and that's just the clips. I like watching their clips. I don't sit down to watch their podcast though.
I've watched one episode. Yeah.
I think I only watched one, and that was when Scott was coming on, and that was just preparing for the episode because I was nervous.
Isn't he the host? He's on all of them.
Yeah.
Scott was on this podcast. That's what he was
Oh,
saying.
gotcha.
Well, yeah, when he was coming on to this one.
He was nervous for Scott.
I've watched
You know,
all the
Scott's really
podcasts.
intimidating.
Yeah.
Great pants.
The Forrest Gump joke is so fucking good.
All right, name the top
So
14 comics with the best pants in DFW.
We can't do this again. This is a problem on Facebook. Remember, we're gonna have to post it anonymously.
Yeah, Danny, who's your favorite comedians in DFW?
Jimmy Nelson.
I knew he would answer. I knew he would do it. Go.
Scott Chris, Zach Webb, and I like Shiva.
Yeah, okay. You already said that.
Shiva has the worst pants, dude.
You've already.
They're not
said
even
those.
his pants. They were donated to him.
Who's your least favorite?
Least favorite. I don't know.
I can't believe he was actually considering answering this. Don't answer that question.
We can bleep it out.
We can like.
Nah, don't, dude.
Okay.
Don't
All
answer
right.
No, it would be so funny because everyone loves.
No, don't
Danny.
bleep it out. You should say it.
I mean, yeah, say it. Sure.
Ruin someone's career, dude. Discredit them
It's
right
my
now.
fault. I'm the one asking.
Let's do it.
I just think it sucks that you can't. Like that sucks. Like that's
Can't
fine
say
to
who
be
your least
bad.
favorite?
Yeah, right. I mean that's okay. Right?
Yeah. Who is it?
I don't know.
Who's the Who do you hate the most on this flyer?
Yeah.
He immediately stopped looking at it like he found it.
Who's on this flyer?
Okay, I'll say if the worst one is on here, I'll say it.
If you have to fist fight one person on the,
No, they're good. All those are good.
if
Liz
you have
Mooney
a
is my
celebrity
least
death
favorite.
match,
Who do you think your least favorite is?
No, Liz Mooney is my least favorite on that flyer.
Oh yeah,
I only say that because we're friends.
she hates you. She told me.
That's okay. Oh, he's going to poop again.
Uh.
I'm gonna go fucking. Oh, dude, if we start hearing the shaker from the bathroom, I'm gonna lose my shit. This is better than when we did the closet at Fort Brewery.
No, the closet.
That was
Fort
one of my
Brewery was fun.
favorites.
Really?
Yeah, it was so.
Or did you do it at the venue or something?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
should I call another girl?
No.
Yeah, the last one it worked out real well.
She almost kind of sidestepped on admitting that you were not her favorite or something like.
Well, no, I was just saying that relationship worked out really well.
Oh yeah, was that the most recent?
Yeah, it was Cammy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say her name. I don't care.
Well, I would hope you don't care. She was a.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, you were a mistress.
I was a mistress.
That's way better than me wanting to bring up gym poops. But you were a mistress there for a little bit, and apparently he looks exactly like you.
Oh, have I not shown you what the guy looks like?
No,
He doesn't look exactly like me.
but he had the very on paper looks of you. Tall, kind of looks like a
He's-
supersized.
he's a
meat
big
fucking
redhead.
leprechaun. Yeah.
shaker's full.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, he's way better looking than you though.
Yeah, he's kind of weird looking.
He's a handsome.
He's in
man.
better
a
shape
very-
than me.
100%, and he's also
Hey,
a
look
very
at that.
handsome man.
He looks a little.
I'm gay for this guy. If he doesn't have that big gap tooth in the middle.
He's my least favorite comic.
No, he looks a little weird.
No. Have you seen him?
Mhm.
He's a very handsome
I've seen
guy.
everyone.
He's a good looking
He
dude.
looks weird.
He's a good looking dude. Whatever. She was cheating on him. She is well, maybe not anymore. I assume she's probably still cheating on him.
Probably. The way she was describing all of that ordeal, she wasn't that sad about it. She was that sad that you might tell the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it was probably more about that.
Yeah, all those people, they wouldn't be that sorry. If she was that sorry about it, she would have told you. You wouldn't have found out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, she's a piece of shit. We're talking about Cammy.
I know. Will you puke on these guys?
I've been waiting, dude. I've been just sitting here extending all these stories so we can get some.
I wanted something to talk about. I was like, well, we can talk about that. Everybody here knows about it.
No, that's what got me into comedy. I was the same thing. I found out a lady was married to a guy that I was seeing for a month, and then he came back from the oil fields, and I made a joke. I was like, "Is he bigger than I am?" And she goes, "Yeah." I was, oh God, okay.
Why did
Yeah, the difference was like your thing, you were like catching feelings for her.
Oh, 100%.
Where like I had already broken up with her
Yeah.
and we were just still hanging out. And I just feel bad for him. Like that's really like that sucks.
Oh,
yeah,
I know
especially
what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
especially if it continues to ruminate. Like she finds out, or he finds out 2 years later that
Like
he was cheating
dude,
on
yeah,
them,
that
then,
sucks.
What does ruminate mean?
like just sit
Like
in,
for a long time,
like
Are
you're
you
marinating
serious?
something.
Like it's continuing.
Oh, okay.
Moving
Gotcha.
forward.
like a whole bunch.
Yeah,
Arthritis.
How come infidelity sparked your comedic thing?
it wasn't necessarily that. I just got blackout drunk from the infidelity, and then I woke up and I had signed up for Shannon, and that was. I had gotten blackout drunk and
God,
signed up
that's
for
like-
the open mic.
People that don't know Shannon as a brewery would.
Oh yeah,
Confused by your backwards statement.
I signed up for another girl. I moved on.
Damn, these hoes got a sign up sheet.
Yeah.
at the rec center. Yeah.
And she thought I was funny, so I started doing comedy.
It was like 5 to 7 minutes.
God, worst day of our lives. The day he signed up for Shannon Brewing. Like
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my least favorite comic. Dude.
I was waiting for
I
someone
was
to
so
bang on
setting you up for that, and I was like, God, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. I was waiting for you to do it.
3 minutes later.
The genius takes
That's
time.
my fault. That's my fault for trusting Danny to pick something up.
You're just having to telegraph the pitch.
Yeah. Like, dude, I'm throwing you a fastball right now, right down the middle.
Danny,
and he's like, I think I'm gonna bunt.
If Danny could have cue cards, he'd be the greatest comic around.
Dude. Oh
But
my
you
gosh.
do bunt
Dude,
fastballs, though,
cue
right?
cards would be the
Yeah,
best.
you can. Huh?
Cue cards would be
You
the
can
best
bunt a
thing
lot
in the
of them.
world for
You
stand up.
bunter.
Cue cards?
Yes.
That'd be the best thing.
Yeah.
Probably
For
back.
Like
for
in the
me,
back
at
of the
least.
room, cue card. Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, Danny just uses his hands.
Yeah.
That's also how he is with relationships.
Hey,
Can I
didn't
be-
you get cheated on or something like that?
No, I was the
Let's talk about
mistress.
that
I was the
again.
mistress.
He was the cheatee.
You're not gonna live to be 60, I promise.
2062 is going to be a bad year for you. Just,
Damn, 64 years old.
Danny just became the Oracle. He bought a houseboat and became the Oracle.
Dude, he's been the Oracle. What are you talking about? Like his virgin powers? We don't even understand them.
do you own one of those electricity balls? That you
I could be sacrificed. Like none of y'all have that.
Dude, we could throw him in a volcano today. Like,
You guys might save your souls from dying so
I don't have a soul, let's be honest.
Oh,
Smoke
gingers.
comes up from the
It's a
volcano.
ginger
Just,
thing, yeah.
Dude.
Do I have a soul? Is this red?
That was such a funny question. Do I have a soul? Like,
You're 25 years old. Do you not know if you have red hair or not?
I think you're
sometimes it
blonde.
gets real blonde, but sometimes like in the winter it's pretty red.
I think I would have said you had red hair when I met you like a few years ago.
I
I
think
think I would have described you as
You have
having
redhead
hair.
energy.
it looks blonde.
That's
I am colorblind, but it looks blonde. to me.
Okay, cool.
blonde?
Yeah, like the front, dude.
Dirty. It looks like dirty.
Like
That's what
dirty.
my mom says.
Well, I mean, he's always dirty.
Yeah, you look like a slut, dude.
He's not clean.
Slutty blonde. Right?
Sexy red, that's what your hair color is.
My brother says strawberry blonde. That's what it looks like.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that.
Don't say
You two working on Danny's profile together. That's the reality TV show.
He was talking
What
about
did your
your next
MySpace say?
margarita. It was your next margarita.
Strawberry blonde. That's a great name, actually.
Oh my god. I still laugh at the fact that Danny had a business idea and I was like, what are the margins on that? And Danny looked me right in the eyes and went, what's a margin?
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
Danny,
did I tell you that-
own a business? Like,
Did I tell you that Danny was going to be a pilot car for, what are they called? Funeral processions?
No, not for funeral procession, for heavy loads.
Yeah.
I knew Cody was gonna be on.
Dude, come on, man.
funerals. Huge guys dumping huge load. That's not
Come on,
weird.
man. It's a family podcast about baseball.
dude, I heard it's been like 3 weeks. We're ready. Like, let's go.
Does your deodorant have antiperspirant? Because that is tricky. Some people do need to understand the difference between deodorant and antiperspirant.
Does your deodorant have
People
aluminum
need
in
to
it?
understand it.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
make
why
this
I
a
turned
deodorant
away.
awareness.
Honestly, everybody's like, no aluminum in my deodorant. And I'm like, I prefer my deodorant to work, actually.
Yeah, I just rub Coke cans under my arms.
Yeah. Dude, it works.
I get 75 cents off at Six Flags with my deodorant.
Dude. Dude, they're already like people are already going to Six Flags. Like this last weekend, it was like kind of shitty outside.
When I drove by, I think people were stuck on top of the shockwave.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
upside
Like,
down part?
No, they were straight up, but it was like a full car right on the highest part. I'd start freaking the fuck out, dude. I wonder if anybody ever tries to climb down, starts freaking out and climbs out of that.
I mean, they have to get people out there sometimes. I don't think they get people out very often, though.
Yeah, I'm sure they can move it.
No, they just
manually
let them
somehow.
die.
Yeah. It's there for a minute. I got stuck on, what's the really big one that the fat lady died on? Texas Giant?
Yes.
It was named after her?
Yeah. They wanted to call it Tina, but the family said no.
The Texas Giant.
It used to be called the Texas Safe Ride.
But no, we got stuck at like the ramp part. So like the easiest to get us out, and they just made us wait there for an hour because it was easier just to wait for the mechanic.
It's just fixing everyone's posture.
Oh shit, we're already past hour 10. Okay, so
How long is this podcast supposed to be?
around hour to hour 15 because I'm trying not to give too much to Blake to edit because
Fuck Blake. He needs a distraction from his alcoholism.
Oh,
we're doing
he just
3
sits there
hours.
and drinks.
yeah,
No,
I drink well.
No, we're doing Rogan. We're doing a Rogan length episode here.
Christ no.
Dude,
Right, so
honestly,
45
like
minutes?
I keep seeing at the Kill Bill poster, and I just keep thinking of the SZA song.
Why are you? Oh, I thought you were humping the air. You're just moving your knees.
I just have ADHD. SZA song, Kill Bill.
No, I'm not a lady. You listen to a lot of woman's music.
Dude, you got you and Blake were so upset in that car ride when we went to Tyler. It was
No, I was having a great time jamming out to fucking. Was that Whitney Houston?
that was Liz. Put
That's
that on.
not girl music, okay?
That's music for everyone.
Liz
right.
put on Whitney Houston. I was playing like Kelly Clarkson.
Since you've been gone.
You're
That's what
trying
we
to
were
brag
playing.
about jamming to Whitney Houston too, and he took it from you.
Yeah.
That's crackhead music.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
we were listening to Kelly
That's Bobby
Clarkson. We listened to Carrie Underwood. We listened to Avril Lavigne. Like we were having a good time. Chapel Roan.
It took like a good 50 minutes for a dude singer to come on the radio.
Well, because you were just sitting in the back moping, and I was like, fine.
I
Like,
wasn't
I'll
moping. I
put
was
on-
playing Pokemon on a DS. I was
like,
having a great time.
Yeah, that's an autistic way of moping.
No, it's not. I was having a fantastic time. I was trying to catch my
What color Pokemon? Prove it.
Red.
Mm,
We have no way of checking.
yeah.
This
Out
was a
there.
flawed system,
True.
Cody. But no, we were jamming out, having a blast, and then finally I put on "Lips of an Angel" by Hinder.
Well,
So he
yeah.
jumped out the window.
No, we jammed pretty hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to nail that
Wait,
one. He
Blake
goes,
was
"I got
there
one
for this,
you."
right?
Yeah.
Were you hating all this, or were you joining in? What was it?
I didn't
By the
mind it.
time you got to Hinder, oh man,
Yeah.
Dude, it's bad, but it's like fun bad.
We just didn't know some of them. I was still bopping along. I just don't know some of your Kelly Clarkson little girl pop.
How do you
music
not
stuff.
know "Breakaway" by Kelly Clarkson?
Since You've Been Gone's a good one.
Since you've been gone, dude.
We knew
Since
that
you
one.
got-
We sang along.
What
to
was
that
the other one we did? "Breakaway," "Since You've Been Gone,"
I don't know that. Kelly
and
Clarkson.
oh, dude, what was it?
Kill
The-
you makes you
The
strong.
No,
Carrie
not
Underwood is
that
where I was
one.
vibing out. I
Uh-huh.
love Carrie.
Well,
And you
Liz
kinda hit
hated that one.
Yeah,
That
she
was
did
the
hate
one
Carrie.
she was like, "I don't like Carrie Underwood," and I was like, "That's crazy."
you know who's good?
Who?
I was just wondering if y'all knew.
No, I don't.
Put on the wrong playlist. One sec. I'll tell you which one we were listening to.
Since You've Been
Oh, "Because of You." That
Oh,
was the
yeah.
third one.
Oh yeah. That is a
Dude,
good song,
all
but it
three of those are amazing.
How does Because of You go?
Because of you, I never had
You're welcome,
straight
Cody.
too
How does it go?
far
The
from
exact words you just heard.
sidewalk.
I don't. I just knew because of you, and then I just.
Ah, yeah, I've heard that.
So I don't.
I don't know what this says about me, but if I don't know the lyrics, I'll still try to mouth along so people aren't like, you don't know this song.
Is that how you eat pussy?
Gentle Chaos.
If he doesn't know the lyrics,
I don't.
what are the lyrics to this? Supposed to be?
A B C D E F G.
That's not true though, because sometimes they want you to stop on E.
Bro, I've never made it that far. I get to B, and I'm like, this is a lot of work. It's your
Always
turn.
stop on you. Never have any gas. No, I'm just kidding. I've never farted before.
Dude,
What the fuck?
Cody
did that
doesn't
come
even
from?
know how to. He doesn't even know how to fart.
Yeah, never have.
I do love that fucking joke. I wish you would do that more.
Yeah, I keep forgetting. I don't know how to remember to do that joke.
I didn't say hi to Cody the last time I saw him before walking into Big Laugh, and the first thing I do when I say, "What's up, Cody?" he looks up at me and goes, "I got 8 minutes on farts and poops."
Trying to gather that material, dude. I was talking about it on Travis's pod. Got to gather all the poop and farts.
Is that one a baseball pod?
I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of baseball.
Yeah. What's up
That's
with all
it.
these DFW baseball podcasts?
Yeah.
Let's just make them all baseball podcasts at this point.
Yeah.
Everyone loves baseball.
Oddball baseball history. The other.
Keep going.
Jamie. What's Jamie's called? Does he still do
What
it?
is all
Is
this
there
baseball?
clips now?
What are we talking about? And
Yeah.
he still does it. It's just off season for football.
No. Well, it's
He's got some good
draft.
clips.
He's got draft, but I think he's. I don't know. Actually,
Yeah,
I
our
haven't seen if
draft
he's
is
been
coming
posted.
Our
up.
draft is coming up.
Yeah.
Danny's not involved in this, but
Yeah.
We should combine Danny and Blake, make them run a team together. That'd be cool.
dude,
It's the worst
that would be
organized
so
team
bad.
of all time.
Dude, that would ruin the league. Like, you think Caleb Davis makes bad trades? Imagine Danny and Blake.
I don't think it. I
They're
know
like,
it.
dude, the names of these players are so cool. It's like, yeah, that's the fourth string running back for the Arizona Cardinals, Danny.
I
Danny
picked
would
like
draft a
all
houseman.
quarterbacks, like the first fantasy.
Dude, honestly, if you had done that this year, you would have been set.
Really?
Yeah, that would have been a good strategy.
I didn't know that.
I would just be betting against our team.
I just thought you could put more quarterbacks in like per game. Like I was like, oh, I'm just gonna line up these quarterbacks.
Dude, his first 3 picks were quarterbacks, and I had to text him and be like, hey, stop it. And he was like, thank you for telling me. I would have drafted another one. Like, he was just going to keep going.
He's the taco from the league where he just drafted all kickers.
Dude, yeah. And then he wouldn't set his lineup. I was texting him every week, set your lineup, set your lineup, set your lineup, and then he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I
would
used
forget.
the old shitty NFL fantasy app at one point, and they even have to optimize your lineup so they do it for you.
What do you mean at one point? That was what your league was in that you made me join,
Yeah,
and
now
I
it's
fucking hated it.
now it's on
Dang.
Sleeper.
You did a fantasy league on Club Penguin?
I wish that'd be pretty fun. I'd get back into Club Penguin pretty fast.
That's what
Dude,
Sleeper looks
Paxton
like.
couldn't even make the playoffs. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Just
couldn't.
choked it away.
Who are you picking?
This season?
What do you have,
I
the
don't know what
sixth pick?
you have.
Yeah, I think so. I need to go quarterback or tight end.
You don't have a first round pick anymore, right?
No, I do not have a
traded it
first round
away.
pick. I traded it for Bo Nix. Pretty good.
That could play into something.
That's a pretty good trade.
It's a solid choice.
I think before this becomes more sports, we should get out of here. So thank y'all so much for coming on to another episode. Will y'all go ahead and one more time plug up your social media and where people can find you, what show you got coming up so they can come out and catch you live?
Some
Jacob.
wedding, some random wedding.
Everyone show up to this one person's
Yeah, if you're
wedding.
getting married, Danny
look
might
out.
be
Like-
there.
Wouldn't that be such a kick in the dick if Danny brought more people to your wedding?
Yeah, because they didn't plan for that. Like, what are you talking? We don't have enough food for this. What are you doing?
Are you with the bride or groom? I'm with the comedian.
He said he was holding tickets for me.
They're paying me in on the border. That's what they're paying me in
And what?
And food?
catering on the border.
They're giving
Nice.
you food? That's it?
They're paying you with what
They're
the
feeding
guests
you like
are
a
also
kangaroo.
getting.
They're giving you tortillas.
Come on, Danny, we're putting your plate on the railroad tracks. So, Danny, will you go ahead and start us off? Will you plug up your social media?
Yeah, it's Danny McGough comedy.
Aren't there some underscores on there?
Yeah, Danny _McGough _comedy.
There you go.
You would be
Yeah.
dead without you.
I know.
I got some shows. A
McGough is spelled McGough.
little behind the scenes. My real name's McGough.
Oh
I don't
my
know if y'all
god.
knew that. I don't know if y'all could crack that code or anything. I'm doing the Comedy Parallel Showcase at the Lab in 7:30 in Wichita Falls. Doing Knockout Comedy Showcase at Knockout Tacos 7 p.m. in Irving on 5/17. And then on 5/25, I'm doing the Charity Comedy Showcase at the Bearded Monk in Denton, Texas.
Oh, cool. Is that for, what's the charity for?
No idea.
Oh, very fun. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cody, will you
Good
go ahead
stuff,
and plug up?
hopefully.
Swindell Comedy on social media. May 2nd, I'm going to be in Pilot Point at a coffee house, I think, with Amanda French and Dee Dee Ingram. And May 15th, I'm going to be in Dallas somewhere for a undisclosed location show on May 15th.
Is that don't tell?
Yes.
You're not supposed to tell.
You can say don't tell.
Yeah, I didn't tell.
I told.
I told. Jacob?
Jacob Marshall Comedy on Instagram, TikTok. Shows coming up. May 7th, I'm at the Addison Improv with Justin Martindale. May 16th, I'm running a drunk spelling bee at the Villages in Dallas.
I'd probably be good at that.
No, I don't think you'd be good at it.
Absinthe. Yeah, heck yeah.
You're spelling the wrong word.
Memorial Day weekend, I'll be at the Grove in Arkansas, opening for Sean Jones. May 28th, I'll be at the Fillmore in Plano for the Cowabunga Comedy Show. June 7th, Next Stop Comedy at Petty Colas. And June 19th, Kickback Comedy Show at Big Life Comedy Club.
How dare you? How dare you hold a Juneteenth comedy show?
Dude, I'm so stoked.
And for me, you can follow me at pbailey_comedy and Dingbat District Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and also YouTube. I will be at Big Laugh hosting for Michael Pazvar's special, so come check that out. That's going to be Thursday, May 15th. Other than that, check my Instagram. I'm constantly posting flyers and stuff. I'll be at Sharks this weekend and DCC also this weekend. Other than that, thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, dude.